What's going on, dudes and dudettes? Few things real quick. So Jack Jones, the cornerback, I know he was going to be academically ineligible to play for USC this year, but turns out he's going to a junior college. So once he's done there, catching up with his grades, and he'll be able to come back to USC, according to Coach Clay Helton. So I'm assuming he's going to have to like redshirt, which is kind of weird. I've never seen that before, when some guy goes to a junior college and eventually comes back to the same team. You never really see that. But that's cool if he does. He'll still be a really good player, still have 2 years left to play at Division I level and get, his reputation and his playing skills back up. So hopefully that's what happens and he can continue to get better, because he is pretty special talent when everything clicks. And then Adrian Wojnarowski from ESPN was reporting yesterday and today that supposedly during the summer, no matter what happens, Paul George and LeBron James will meet up together to decide if they want to join of all teams the Lakers, which is crazy, but in a way it's not, just because most of the teams that want them, the Lakers kind of have the more cap space to be able to sign both of them. And if they work out with each other, some type of deal of who takes what amount of money, then they could also sign somebody else, whether it's Julius Randle or another player, to some other type of level, instead of signing a bunch of mid-level guys who are more veterans and older players that you have around you, and then you have a sucky bench. So hopefully that's a good positive thing for the Lakers. You never know. But it is coming from Woj, so you kind of have to take it credible. But LeBron really hasn't been saying much. I'm sure he's still dealing with the Game 1 loss, but let's get into some other stuff real quick. So Wendell Carter Jr. kind of made some waves yesterday in the reporting world, that because he said he'll be able to show a lot more of his skill set and most likely show what type of player he really can be now that he's going into the NBA, other than when he was at Duke. But it's kind of obvious, just because you have so many talented players playing at one time and you're not the main person out there. If he was interested in just being the only person, he probably would have went to Harvard, which was the other school he was down to, and they don't have any type of player of like him going in, so he would have been the main person and been able to show all his talents. But you want to go to Duke to be able to get better coaching and be able to have a chance to make a run in the tournament, which is what they did, and it got him even more exposure. And they already know he would have been one of the top players if Marvin Bagley actually stayed and graduated as a senior in high school, instead of coming out a year early and being a freaking junior basically from high school, going into college for 1 year, which is amazing still. But yeah, him and everybody else from Duke will be able to show a lot more of their talent. It's pretty obvious, everybody. Then you also have, I don't know how to say his first name, S. Mikhailuk. I know how to say his last name, but I don't even know how to spell it. But he is a shooting guard from Kansas. He's one of their better shooters they've had in recent history, and he worked out with the Lakers yesterday. Hopefully it went well. It's obvious that the Lakers are looking for shooting guards, small forwards, type of people that they could put in those 2 and 3 spots. So he's definitely a good guy, enough to pick up, especially offensively, and I'm sure he could learn defensive principles as well, as long as all these Lakers need to learn defensive principles as well. Okay, and both Solomon Bates, a pitcher, and Lars Nootbaar, I believe he's a outfielder for USC baseball, both got drafted in the 8th round to different teams. Always cool to get drafted, but obviously if you're getting picked that late, you're probably either going to stay in school or you're going to be in their AAA system if you're cool with that and getting, not that much of a pay, but we'll see how that goes for those guys. And then also a Stanford guy, as you're like, oh, why is a Stanford guy on my channel? But his name is Tristan Beck, and he got drafted pretty high, I believe, in the 4th round, and he's actually from the high school I went to, Corona High School. So a Corona grad going into the MLB. Second one that I know of, Joe Kelly as well, who's actually in my graduating class. He plays for Boston. He's a reliever pitcher right there. That's pretty awesome. 2 Corona guys that I at least know of in the MLB as of yesterday, and hopefully they continue much success and we'll see what they can do in their future. Thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. It was very clear today, but it was very cool, windy. It's almost like you're at the beach, so I was kind of really enjoying it. That's why I'm kind of sweaty-ish. I went outside for a bit and, trying to look as presentable as I can for you guys. But thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe, and have a great rest of your day.